If you thought the Marvel Cinematic Universe had already explored every possible angle of superheroes and villains, then Thunderbolts proves there's still another side to the story. This isn't about gods, geniuses, or cosmic saviors. It's about the broken, the rejected, the dangerous people the world would rather forget, and somehow those are the ones sent to save it. The movie begins with Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, the mysterious CIA power broker we've seen pulling strings in the background, stepping fully into the spotlight. After the collapse of the Avengers, global governments are desperate for a new team to handle the missions too messy, too dangerous, and too morally gray for traditional heroes. Valentina offers a solution. Assemble a group of antiheroes, misfits, and fallen warriors who can do the jobs no one else will touch. Enter the Thunderbolts. Each member is a name we know, but never in this way. Yelena Belova, still reeling from the loss of her sister Natasha, steps reluctantly into the role of leader. She's sharp, sarcastic, and deadly, but her pain lingers under every word she says. Beside her is Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier. He's not here because he wants to be, but because he can't seem to escape the cycle of war. Haunted by his past, Bucky's presence gives the team a soldier's edge, but also a vulnerability no one else can hide. Then we have John Walker, the U.S. agent, the man who tried to replace Captain America, only to fall from grace in brutal fashion. He's hungry for redemption, but his arrogance and rage make him unpredictable and sometimes even dangerous to his own team. Taskmaster returns, still scarred from her past with the Red Room, a fighter who can mimic any move but struggles to understand her own identity. Ghost joins as well, a woman whose powers are both gift and curse, phasing through walls but never truly connecting with the people around her. And of course, the wild cards of the team, the brash and often ridiculous Red Guardian, desperate to relive his Soviet-era glory days, and a new face to the MCU, Bob, better known as Sentry, a man of incredible power, but also plagued by crippling trauma and instability. The mission seems simple at first. Valentina sends a team to investigate a rogue weapons program that threatens global stability. But as the Thunderbolts dive deeper, they realize this isn't just another Black Ops mission. The program is tied to a shadow network, an alliance of powerful figures manipulating world governments from behind the curtain. It's a game of power, corruption, and betrayal, and the Thunderbolts are caught right in the middle. What makes Thunderbolts so different from the Avengers is tone. This is not about hope and inspiration. It's about survival, trauma, and the price of second chances. Every member of the team carries wounds, and the movie doesn't shy away from showing them. Yelena's loneliness, Bucky's nightmares, John Walker's bitterness, Taskmaster's identity crisis, Ghost's isolation, Red Guardian's insecurity, and Bob's fragile mental state. It's all laid bare. The movie feels less like a superhero spectacle and more like a story about broken people learning how to work together, even when they don't trust each other. The action is brutal, raw, and unpolished. The Thunderbolts don't fight like a polished team. They bicker, they clash, they make mistakes. In one standout sequence, a mission in a collapsing industrial facility turns into complete chaos. Bucky tries to take command. Yelena pushes back. Walker goes rogue. And the result is messy, dangerous, and completely thrilling. It's a reminder that this is not the Avengers. These are people who don't always know what they're doing, but somehow they get it done. But what really gives Thunderbolts its weight is the emotion. Florence Pugh's Yelena anchors the movie with a performance that is equal parts heartbreaking and hilarious. She masks her grief with sarcasm, but when the walls come down, you feel her pain. Bucky, played once again by Sebastian Stan, delivers some of his most powerful moments in the MCU. Haunted, exhausted, but still fighting for a sliver of redemption. And then there's Bob, the Sentry. He's the team's most powerful member, but also its most fragile. His struggle with trauma and his inability to control his powers make him both a threat and a tragedy. Watching him wrestle with his demons is some of the most emotional storytelling Marvel has done in years. Of course, no Marvel film is complete without twists and betrayals. As the Thunderbolts uncover the truth about their mission, they realize they're not heroes on a government assignment. They're pawns in Valentina's bigger game. She's been manipulating them from the very beginning, using their desperation for redemption to control them. The betrayal hits hard, especially for Yelena and Bucky, who had begun to believe in the mission. The climax of the film isn't just about defeating the enemy. It's about confronting Valentina and deciding what kind of team they really are. In the final act, the Thunderbolts face off against both their external enemies and their own inner battles. The action is intense. Ghost phasing through explosions, Taskmaster mimicking Bucky's fighting style, Walker going head-to-head with Super Soldier, and Red Guardian proving he's more than just comic relief. But the emotional core remains Bob, whose unstable powers threaten to destroy everything. In a heartbreaking moment, the team is forced to help him channel his trauma into something greater, using his pain not as a weapon, but as a shield to save the world. The movie ends not with a triumphant Avenger-style victory, but with a bittersweet moment of reflection. The Thunderbolts may not be redeemed, but they found something even more valuable: each other. They walk away not as heroes, but as survivors, bound by pain, trust, and the faintest hope of something better. The post-credit scene sets the stage for what's next. Valentina, despite being exposed, isn't finished. She hints at a bigger plan, something darker, more dangerous, and connected to the rise of new players in the MCU. And then comes the final shot: Bob, staring at his reflection, hearing whispers that aren't his own. A chilling setup for the arrival of the Void and the chaos he will bring to the Marvel Universe. Thunderbolts is not your typical Marvel movie. It's not about saving the world with a smile and a shield. It's about broken people, messy battles, and the cost of redemption. And that's why it works. It's Marvel stripped down to its core. Heroes who aren't really heroes, fighting battles they never asked for, but somehow finding meaning in the wreckage. So, what did you think of Thunderbolts? Was it Marvel's boldest experiment yet? Or just another piece of a larger puzzle? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more recaps, breakdowns, and hidden details from the Marvel Universe.